Wimple and Lucy, did you hear about the special edition Cardano for Seniors is having about Tommy's interview with Charles and Michael? It is about Cardano's Age of Voltaire.
Oh sweetie pie, I heard the Age of Voltaire is about Cardano decentralized governance and that there are 4 pillars to it.
Ouch. I heard the interview was fantastic and done in Scotland at University of Edinburgh where they are studying decentralization on the blockchain. Thanks to a big underwriting grant from IOG. The new guy Michael has something to do with Voltaire. I will watch the TV from down here.
Welcome viewers of all ages and level of knowledge in Defi. Cardano for Seniors is an educational channel that emphasizes risk management for noobs and seniors. Tonight we have a special report on my interview with Charles and Michael about the Age of Voltaire on Cardano. Please watch, subscribe and press the like button. Right. So tonight you will hear them tell you about the 4 pillars of the Age of Voltaire. A long-planned governance phase of Cardano where an MBO or members-based organization will be formed. Then a constitution developed, with on-chain governance and a liquid democracy developed using a system of delegated representatives. So let's watch the chat.
Well,
while Charles is meditating, Michael, why not tell us about how you are involved with Voltaire?
Well, Tommy, I am new to the team but a big history buff and my function is to explain the Age of Voltaire so it's understandable. Like the CIP, Cardano Improvement Proposal 1694 was named for the birth of Voltaire. For Cardano it is a planned phase so IOG can further decentralize the blockchain. But, perhaps Charles should explain it.
Charles, would you please introduce us to CIP 1694?
Love to, but first a word about our Edinburgh University study to determine how to measure decentralization. Like everything at I.O., Cardano Foundation, Emergo, Catalyst and ultimately Cardano, we study the situation, peer review and make certain it is accurate before we act. We are the tortoise if there is even a race. Ha ha ha. But the industry will have a basis to measure decentralization and I think Cardano will be the leader, not that I am competitive. Michael, this is your expertise so why not explain Voltaire while I enjoy a cup of kava after my meditation?
Right, so we have 4 pillars to the Age of Voltaire. First is to form a members-based organization. Second, is to develop a constitution for the MBO. Third will be developing the on-chain governance as laid out in the formative CIP 1694. And the fourth is a liquid democracy, most likely using D-reps, though not quite the same as the D-rep discussed in Catalyst.
Michael, thank you. You made the 4 pillars very clear. Please go into more detail of each pillar, Charles or Michael.
Well, I will tackle the first pillar. The MBO or members-based organization. Most give credit to Vitalik for coming up with the term, DAO. The MBO, though, is the foundation. It is the anchor institution for our base, our citizens, constituency or what I think of as the Cardano family. This is the primal. It needs to be in place and it will need a constitution. We hope all of you will join our MBO and maybe we will have a really cool naming contest. Michael, why don't you deep dive into the constitution?
Wow, that is powerful. I feel like we are being watched by the ghosts of Voltaire. Can you provide a background of why the homage to a troublemaker who has been dead for around 400 years?
Well, Tommy, Voltaire was thought by many as a thinker, activist, philosopher and a forerunner to the French Revolution. As Cardano develops this blockchain revolution to improve the world, bank the unbanked and expand worldwide communication, we consider Voltaire not as a troublemaker but rather the foremost revolutionary thinker during the era of enlightenment. The blockchain revolution, which Cardano intends on being the best through peer-reviewed innovation, is a new, modern era of enlightenment. After all, when Elon brings humans to Mars, how are we going to pay bills? The MBO Constitution will be a community-developed, studied, principle-based guide for the members of the MBO. We don't like tribalism and hope everyone will look into and join the MBO.
Thanks, Michael, for that insight. Yes. Charles, can you tell us about what I think is the most technical and difficult innovation? The on-chain governance.
Tommy, governance has always been difficult even in Voltaire's time. Putting it on chain is a big step. One reason we are working to develop a measurement of what decentralization is. We will stumble, trip, but we will keep getting up until we get it right. Transparency is key. Permissionless is nice. Perhaps Goertzel and the other AI geniuses will develop a killer system that makes it all work. Simple.
Yes, the third pillar. On-chain governance. Simple.
Excellent. Why don't we discuss the fourth and final pillar? Liquid democracy or DREPs.
Yes, liquid democracy is the fourth pillar. We want voting for MBO issues to be transparent, easy to participate in with experts available to delegate your votes to, if needed. The delegated representatives of your vote, aka a DREP, will be compensated for their professional expertise and time. Perhaps stake pool operators could be the experts required. The Catalyst experimentation has been insightful.
DREPs paid to vote. Some will say it is bribery, Charles. How do you respond?
Well, Tommy, I would say it is using experts and compensating them for their knowledge and time. It is one method to improve participation in the governance and voting process. This is a bold, studied and vetted process supported by 4 pillars: the MBO, Constitution, on-chain governance, and liquid democracy. This is a major initiative in Cardano's effort to change the world for good. Please consider yourselves invited. Join the MBO, please. By the way, Michael, how is the haggis?
So folks, these were the highlights of our fireside chat in Scotland with Charles and the Voltaire expert Michael. You heard firsthand about this bold and innovative governance initiative by the Cardano ecosystem. The Age of Voltaire. You should read the SIP 1694 to gain more insight towards the process and to better understand the 4 pillars supporting the process. First is the formation of the MBO or members-based organization. Second is the community development of a constitution to guide the MBO. Third is creating and building the online governance. And finally, formation of liquid democracy with DREPs. There you have it, simple. And remember, please join the process. Have a great day and be healthy and safe.
Wasn't that a great interview? So much information. Hey Louise.
So much to develop and such a revolutionary governance model. And the 4 pillars that need to be put in place. The MBO, Constitution, online governance and liquid democracy. I am so afraid it's too much.
Oh, ugh. Well, I thought it was enlightening. Wonder about that DREP concept. By the way, Lucy, if you are that concerned, make certain to join the MBO. Cardano could use a strong mind like yours. Dear sweetie pie, can you help me up?
Ha. Always a great woman behind the man. You get to pick him up. Ha.
Oh, Wimple, it's almost like you enjoy sweeping the floor. You would think it's an NFT. Okay, let's get you up and on your feet, my love.